The city council not take any action at this meeting, but may ask the city staff to research the matter or have the matter placed on agenda for a future meeting. Is there any public information? Being none, we'll move on to item 2, consent agenda. The following items have been deemed to be non-controversial routine actions to be approved by the council in a single motion. If a council member or a member of the audience wishes to have an item removed from this list, it will be considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Item A is the minutes of August 4th, 2025 meeting. Item B is claims in the fund list. Item C is reports for wastewater, electric water for July. Item D is the police department activity report for July. Item E is the fire department report for July. And item F is a request from St. Thomas Aquinas Parish for street closing, Des Moines Street between Bank and Water Streets for a car show to be held Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Move to approve collectively.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, now we're going to jump down to item 3, general agenda. The first item is a public hearing. This is a resolution authorizing and approving a loan agreement providing for the sale and issuance of $2.82 million of general obligation corporate proposed bonds, series 2025, and providing for the levy of taxes to pay the same. And we have
Sorry, it's not a public hearing.
oh, it just says public hearing.
Wait, yeah, we missed that.
It's a regular item. Suzanne Gerlach from PFM, who serves as the city's financial advisor and worked with us on selling these bonds, is here to present the results that were held today in the morning. So I turn it over to Suzanne. Thank you.
Thank you. So we took bids by 10 a.m. this morning, and at 10 a.m. our goal with a competitive sale is to receive 3 bids. And today we received 9 bids from over 32 different banks. So we're very pleased with the number of bidders that came to the table, and it resulted in really good pricing today. This series holds the city's general obligation credit rating S&P AA-, which is in the second highest tier that is possible. These were structured as 19-year GO bonds, and were issued as bank qualified bonds today. Of the 9 bids received, we use a true interest cost to measure sort of that aggregated percentage rate for the total cost of all 20 years of the bonds. And the true interest cost ranges from a low of 3.88% to the last place bidder at 4.26%. So I was kind of surprised to see 0.38%, 38 basis points is kind of a wide spread between the first and the last place bidder today. But was very pleased to be under 4% in today's interest rate environment. So the winning bid came from Robert W. Baird with a 24-member selling syndicate. Robert W. Baird is out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and bid at 3.8833% overall today. The second place bid, we call that the cover bid, came from Country Club Bank out of the Kansas City area in Leawood, Kansas, and they were at 3.93%. So again, the first and second place a lot closer, which is what we would have expected. When we look at how the bond's priced based on the AAA scale, which is the highest credit rating, we use the Bloomberg BVAL scale to look at what the market today had. And over each municipal bond over the 19 years has its own price, right? So over the 20 years, price from -10, which means you're priced better than the AAA scale in a few years, all the way to 38 basis points over the AAA scale, and on average price 22 basis points over the AAA scale, which is tremendous pricing for the city. And I looked at what we did last year. Last year we priced 42 basis points over. So TIC was a little bit lower last year because interest rates were a little bit lower, but because of the really good pricing we got today, the TIC is just 29 basis points more than last year, and interest rates are up over 0.5%. So I was very pleased with the results today. These bonds will be paid for by the debt service levy and were included in the city's budget for fiscal 26. So PFM was very pleased with the sale today and recommends that the city council award the bonds to Robert W. Baird and Syndicate at 3.8833%. And I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Any? Well, sounds like good news.
Good news. Yes, very good news. Nine bidders is always good news. He's had to work really hard to win today.
Well, thanks for your work on this and
Yes,
I'd call for a motion to approve.
so moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to item B. This is a second reading of an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Webster City, Iowa, 2019 by amending section 197 of chapter 12 pertaining to businesses within the corporate limits of the City of Webster City, Iowa. Last meeting, we didn't really have much discussion on that. Maybe we open that up a little bit to maybe public comments and council ideas.
Did you want to speak first? Okay.
If you could state your name and your address and then whatever you got for us.
Joseph Pearson, 905 Beach Street, Webster City. Dear members of the City Council, thank you for this time to address you and the public. I'm Reverend Joseph Pearson, and I am here tonight to speak against this amendment as called and ordained servant of the word and as a citizen of Webster City. Drag, referred to in the ordinance as male or female impersonation, is morally corrosive. Like all forms of sexual perversion, it twists God's created order and design for human sexuality and wounds the soul. It is inappropriate and harmful for people of any age, but especially impressionable children. Jesus said to his disciples in the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 17, temptations to sin are sure to come, but woe to the one through whom they come. It would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were cast into the sea, that he should cause one of these little ones to sin. After making your decision, you will have to give account to your constituents, and presumably if the Iowa chapter of the ACLU does not get what they've requested, you may have to give account in court. At the end of days, you will have to give account to Almighty God when he comes again to judge the living and the dead. I admonish you to have the dignity and courage to carry out your God-given task of protecting all in our community from all manner of harm. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thanks. It was Joseph.
Joseph.
Okay. Thanks for coming and talking to us, Joseph. I appreciate that.
Yes, I appreciate it.
I know-
Thank you all.
We shared a moment at a barber shop once.
Yes, I think our kids were both getting, or no, your kids were getting a haircut.
Yeah, and
My
you-
kid was in the off month.
And you were getting, and you showed appreciation for some words I shared in the paper, and I appreciate you coming up and talking to the council and the community tonight. So thank you.
Thank you.
Any discussion from council members?
I do have some things I would like to say. I have them written out because the current language of the ordinance works for the city of Webster City and our residents. This matter is before us based on the request of an outside interest group. I do not believe it is a good practice to amend ordinances based on the priorities of outside groups. In this case, the Iowa chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union. As a representative of all residents of Webster City in my time as council member, this matter or topic has never been a subject or activity requested by our citizens. While I understand the ACLU's reasons for requesting the amendment, I am not in favor of acting solely based on their request. I believe the best time to discuss this amendment would be if and when a member of our community requests the ability to engage in this conduct. I also believe the conduct intended to be allowed by the amended ordinance falls under the category of adult entertainment and is not appropriate for our community or our children. For these reasons and others, I am not in favor of this ordinance amendment. That's all I've got to say.
Any other comments? I really appreciate the comments tonight. And it takes courage to, state that.
Mhm.
And I agree with you at some level, the ACLU just kind of throwing out this blanket, hey, change this because we don't like it is somewhat of a fishing mechanism to just, broad stroke a lot of things. And I totally understand that. But with that, I guess I'd call for either a motion to move forward with this or no. That's all the comments I have to say about it.
I'll move to approve.
Do we have a second? I'll second. I will ask for a roll call vote though.
Abby Hansen,
No.
Megan,
Yes.
Matt,
No.
Logan,
No.
Okay.
I like it. That vote felt good. I don't know what this means now though, Jeff. What do we do now with the ACLU?
I would need to consult with our legal counsel to discuss that.
Okay.
Very good. Well, with that, we move on to item 4, which is adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.